I don't even know what this is. What is this? This car are cars that I just can't get rid of. If I had it my way, I would just have a huge warehouse and just have hundreds of cars that I could just keep. I'm stuck. Ah, can you imagine? I get to ride to school in my dad's Porsche, but I'm in the back. Get the car, man. And it's the Chris Wheeler special, but life's too short to drive boring cars, you know? What's up, you guys? Today I'm gonna talk about my 2023 Porsche Turbo 911S. I have never been a fan of Porsche, and that has now changed after this build. I had a Porsche Taycan, which, look, judge me all you want, was not a fan. When I went to get the Porsche Taycan, this was a few years ago, Porsche did not want to finance me. $200,000 car. It made me quite upset, so I said, drop the car off and I'll just give you a check. And that was my first introduction to Porsche. And the Taycan, in my opinion, for that kind of price tag and an electric vehicle, I was not a fan. So I kind of stayed away from Porsche. Those of you that don't know, I had a GT3 for about 16 hours. It is a 6 inline, very slow. Now, I will say it can handle turns. It can drive like an absolute animal, like an absolute beast. I mean, Porsche, that's a driver's car, right? But I returned it and I told the dealership, I said, look, you know, I buy a lot of cars from you guys. I'm not trying to jam you up. I will take another car. I can't have this one. It's just not for me. And so I like to go fast in a straight line. I don't drift. I don't live in Tokyo. Some guys, they love their GT3 and GT3 RSs. My hats are off to you. Different strokes for different folks. But for me, it was not the car. I left with a 911 Turbo S that day. And here it is. But it did not leave the lot like this. It was completely stock and chalk gray underneath. And I had a thought. I'm like, okay, well, I love the look of the GT3, but I love the speed of the 911 Turbo S. So I went to 1016 and I got all the carbon fiber parts that would make a GT3, aside from the 6 inline engine. And here we are, among many other things. So the first thing is, this color on the car is Caribbean Cool by 3M, I believe. Carbon fiber hood, we added the racing stripe, the carbon fiber splitter in front here that comes and wings out up here. Down, we added the carbon fiber side skirts. This is one of the most badass side skirts that I've ever seen. Totally awesome. My one complaint about it is it does attach quite well, but if you come look right here, it is hard to get it to stay to the body. That is my one complaint, is it does pop out from the body quite a bit. However, it does look bad. Well, even right now, it's kind of coming off a little bit. So that has been quite the challenge to keep it on. But again, it looks absolutely bad. What are these? Emily will pop it on the screen, or Jaden. We have Jaden now. Welcome Jaden to the team. He's in the background editing the videos with me. So thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Emily. But it's some sort of vent thing. We put a carbon fiber cover on it, carbon fiber mirrors. Just looking at the side profile of this thing, like, I am bought in. I am a Porsche fan. This thing is absolutely awesome. Comment down below. Maybe I unPorsche the Porsche, but to me, this thing is one of my favorite daily cars now. So continuing with the carbon fiber, we added the GT3-ish wing on the back, carbon fiber. The stock comes, it's about yay big. This adds a lot of aggression to the car, as well as this carbon fiber diffuser down here below. And again, same problem with the attachments to the body. It does give me some problems, but all the way down to, I believe it's the tips, just really makes the car stand out. It's just absolutely bad. So that is the kit that we did on this Porsche 911. Now, fitment. I've talked about fitment. So fitment is very important. As you can see, the fitment is near perfect on this car with the tires and these wheels. So we went with MV Forged Heritage, and we went with the brushed, that really soft brushed gold look with the chrome lip, and we neon greened out the brake calipers here. This really is a big Porsche thing, is this type of wheel. It really brings the car together. I'm just noticing that looks like a rock hit my wheel. Makes me a little sad. But it adds a lot of beauty to the car. And we put Novitec lowering springs on it, and that is how we're able to get that awesome fitment where you don't really have that gap. I haven't really noticed any major problems with lowering the car with suspension and going fast in the car. You haven't really noticed anything bad. So it's been quite a beauty. Inside the car, got my golf clubs in there. Let me know what you think, but it does have red guts. You can see the chalk gray from the door right here. That's the actual spec color. It does have red guts. It has red everything, really. It does have some carbon fiber accents like on the dash and on the center console there. I think it looks good, but some people don't like the blue to red. I think it looks good when I get in. I like it. The one annoying thing is when I start my car, it wants me to create like a Porsche ID, and I have to tell them that I'm not a guest every time. It's quite annoying. I don't really like that part because most of my cars I just jump in, I push okay to the warning or what have you, I jump on Apple CarPlay, boom, and we're off to the races. So obviously on a Porsche, the engine is in the rear, so I have a frunk. It is a spacious frunk. It is, because this being just a bad car that you can daily or take out to the track, it does have a lot in the front, enough for 2 modest suitcases really if you want to take a day trip. The crazy thing is if you look at my fleet, like Rivalto, SF90, McLaren, going 40 miles per hour or faster, this thing, I haven't tried off the line, but this thing can take pretty much all those cars like easily, which blows my mind. So to get to the components of what have we done to the engine of the car, we have done a stage 2 tune. I don't like to do huge tunes. We did downpipes, mid pipes, and we did exhaust, valved exhaust, because as you know, I am in a community where people like quieter cars. So I do turn the valve on coming down the street and turn it off when, when I get out of my street. It really opens up the car and changes the feel, drive. You get some pops, you get some gurgles. It sounds like a completely different animal when you go from comfort to like sport or sport plus. It just is out of this world. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the frunk here. Let's see if I was right. I guessed. To be honest, I forget what my frunks look like, but it looks big. So I was like, of course you can fit 2 suitcases in here. Let's see, where's this thingamajig? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, the other thing about my frunks, because I have so many frunks, is I just find random goodies in here. As time goes on, I don't even know what this is. What is this? What is this? I think it's like a Porsche plate. Oh, it's just if you want to put your front license plate on. So I'm not a believer in front license plates. I don't know if your state has you put front license plates on. I don't think I need most of this stuff, so we'll just go ahead and toss it. Oh yeah, I always wondered. Okay, so here's one thing. So that's the frunk. You can put suitcases, you can go on a little day trip. Okay, so this thing, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know, pop it on the screen, but like, I'm gonna show you, but this thing goes where a cup holder is, I'm pretty sure. And like, I noticed the other day, like you can switch it out. So when you get in here, oh, you can even, we'll pop this. Let's see what's back there. I've never opened it. So this thing right here, your cup holder, you can take this, oh yeah, you can take this out. So that holds your cups. Does this thing go? Oh, it does. It does go right there. But like, why? What would you... I guess you can put your phone in here. But doesn't it have a phone charger thing in here? Yeah, this is where you would charge your phone right here. Oh yeah, and here's the buttons. When it's not on, but like if you turn the car on, you can hear that beeping. Turns the valve on and off. Those are little switches right there, but interesting. Oh yeah, while I have this open, let's see. I bet this is where your phone charges. I guess not. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe you can comment down below and tell me what's supposed to go right there. But you can put a cup holder there, you can put this thing there, you can put nothing there. I don't know if you guys know this, but Porsches really do well when you're already rolling, when you're already off the line. Like, especially when you tune them, like you're in that 40, 50 plus, you're really gonna feel the power of the car. We can actually see, I've never opened this before, I don't even know if you can really see anything. Ow. Oh, not really. What are those? Are those, I guess those are fans? But yeah, that's what's up with that. So I do know this, when they were doing like the suspension and even really like the pipes are getting to the engine, they had to put in the air and they had to take out like the seats in the back to like access those things. So it makes sense why you can only see like fans or whatever that is right there, to be honest. Not being a Porsche guy and then becoming a Porsche guy, I built this car right. For me, this is one of those cars that it's fun to daily. It's fun to, do a few rips on. It'd be probably fun on the track. But for me, it's something that I will keep, long term. Same thing with my BMW. Those markets are so strong. There's always a lot of cool and fun things you can do with those cars. So in my mind, that car, this car are cars that I just can't get rid of. Now, if I had it my way, I would just have a huge warehouse and just have hundreds of cars that I could just keep. But I think when I'm done with a car, if I don't want to keep it and I sell it, it can make someone very happy because the kind of builds we do are exciting. And if you're into that sort of thing, I think someone would be very happy to take a car like this out. We've done a lot of work, so it took about 6 weeks. The wheels, you order them and these are, not from China, they're made stateside. And so, they take 4 weeks to make, really. These carbon fiber parts, they're not widely available cheap. Like, they take a few weeks to get in. You have to take the car apart completely, even to get to the suspension engine, to do the downpipes, to do the exhaust, to do the suspension, things like that. Like, these things take time. So all in all, I think I've been able to drive this car as long as it's been down. And so I've had it for about 90 days, and out of those 90 days, 45 of those days, 50 of those days, it's been, basically being worked on to get it to what it is today. And I will tell you this, there's a lot of Porsches on the road, just how it is in SoCal, but mine does stick out. And I would say 70% of the time I get applause, or I get, appreciation, or people love this car. It definitely is a sleeper though, for sure. It is exotic level, but it's really not like exotic looking, even though this build is completely badass. So sometimes people like to sleep on it, and they do try to take me on the freeway or things like that, and they don't really know, like, once you open up the full capability of a Porsche, it's one of the fastest cars on the road. It's one of the most comfortable cars to be driven at this speed and the power this thing can produce. So I was going to carbon fiber the hood, but this comes with a sunroof. And I didn't even know this, but we were shooting the Fleet a couple weeks ago, which, look for that video. That video is awesome. It's 5 of my most badass cars. And in the Revolto, and there's even badass as well. It's not even done being built, but that kit comes in a few months, but this goes all the way back. It actually looks really cool. It just looks badass. I would not recommend. I've never had passengers in this car. Like, people sit in the back seat. There's a strap thing right here you pull. There's not a lot of room back there, to be honest. I mean, if you needed to, you could put somebody back there, but even my kid, I have him go in the front seat just because it is so crammed back there. I've never even tried to sit back there. I guess we could try to sit back there. Let's see. So if you move this all the way up, I got my golf clubs, poor golf clubs. I guess like, oh my God, in an emergency situation, I'm stuck. Ah. Oh my God, I found more stuff. What is this? What? Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's just this clothes. I found some hats. Oh, when I went to the Olympics, and I found a hanger. But yeah, I guess like, in an emergency situation, like, you could sit back here if you really needed to. Oh, these are the floor mats. That's cool. I guess I can put these back. That's already back here. I might as well put these things back from when they had it taken apart. I literally have no room. It's very tight. Maybe for like a little person, like a kid. Can you imagine? I get to ride to school in my dad's Porsche, but I'm in the back. Yeah, so back here they have anchors. You can't really see them, but they have these. Oh, it's really warm right here. They have these anchors back here, so you can put for a car seat. So you could put a car seat back here. I mean, look, I'm not going to judge you if your dream car is having a Porsche and you have a family of 3 or 4. Get the car, man. But if you can afford an SUV too, or have the wife driving an SUV and not go in this car, I also recommend that because it is very tight back here. All right, I guess we can pop out of this thing strategically. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Okay. Oh my God. How did I do this? Oh, it hurts. Okay, one of the other important things is, okay, so why did I pick this color? And it is a color shifting color. Kind of like my McLaren shifts from orange to yellow. This similarly shifts from blue to green. Now, I did want a blue like this, but I wanted it to stand out and like shift too in a way. It kind of goes hand in hand with my McLaren, but it really pops, and I really wanted to be true to the brand, and I think Porsche the chalk gray looks amazing. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that, but it is kind of dull for me. And when we're doing these builds, we're trying to market our brands, and we're trying to just take things to the next level, I really wanted to pick a blue that would stand out. So I don't know if we can see it on camera, but I can see it right here just looking at it. Like, it definitely shifts. It definitely is that Caribbean-esque kind of true to the name, blue to green. And it's the Chris Wheeler special, where you come up to I hit a bug, so I had to spray it down, but you can't really see into the car. Right, so I love the medium on the front, I love the limo in the back, I don't want people seeing what I'm doing, I like the privacy, I can't drive in a fishbowl. And right now the Mustang, as you guys know, the Mustang's a fishbowl, and there's no pre-cuts, I found that out, there's no pre-cuts to, I guess when you tint a car they can have like pre-cuts or have it on a computer or whatever. Since it's like a car 30 years older than me, you have to do it by hand. So another thing that I don't like, and I guess you could paint it, or I'm not really sure how you'd fix it, but that gray where the wing comes up, not the biggest fan of that. Not gonna lie, not the biggest fan. And then also, not being a Porsche guy, I didn't even know this. You fill your gas in the front. So I pulled up, and it's a German car, so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I already know it's gonna be on the opposite side. That's fine. And so I think the gas tank's back there, and I pull up, and I look like a hat because it's actually in the front right here is where the gas goes. This is the only car that I know like that. Maybe a Beetle's like that. I have no idea. But it's kind of cool when I get gas. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go in face first. I'm gonna get gas face first. So, there you have it. I also love the headlights on a Porsche. They're so, just looking at this car, it is just timeless. It's something that the way that they make their cars is just so timeless that like it's gonna look good for a very, very long time, perhaps even forever. I can tell you, I am a Porsche guy. Like I said in the beginning, I am a fan. I am in love with this car. I am in love with bailing this car. It's giving me no major problems. It feels like a tank when I drive it, like it can handle anything. From me to you, if you're thinking about getting a Porsche, I highly recommend. Even driving it stock is awesome, but life's too short to drive boring cars, So doing stuff like this is a lot of fun. And for me, I wouldn't have been able to appreciate this car had I not done this build.